I'm Colin Fitzgerald here with Arrowhead Camper Sales in Mayfield, Kentucky. Today we're going to do a walkthrough video of a 2021 392 MB River Ranch fifth wheel. This is a fifth wheel by Columbus. That's a division of Forest River. This is a 5-slide mid-bunk fifth wheel. You may have seen, I did a video on the 390 RL, which was the first River Ranch floor plan, the rear living. That video did very well, so we got this in. I thought, hey, I'm going to make a video on this. So a couple things about the video and just the product in general. This is not going to be an hour-long detailed walkthrough video. This is hopefully about a 20-minute video. So no doubt there are some things that I'm not going to cover, or I may not even know. If I don't know something, I just honestly say it. I just don't blow smoke. So when we do sell one, we make a very thorough hour to 2 hour personalized custom walkthrough video on that unit for that customer. So no doubt some questions will not be answered, but I will try my best to at least show everything as best I can. Second, I'm using an iPhone and a gimbal here, so this is not Hollywood level production, so bear with me if I'm too close or something. I'm just trying to kind of give a general layout of the unit. So the unit itself, River Ranch is a relatively new product here by Columbus. It's a completely flat floor fifth wheel. As you can tell, there's a lot of storage down there below. It's got the storage of a Class A motorhome, the flat floor of a fifth wheel of a travel trailer. My goodness, y'all, I'm sorry. And then the towing of a fifth wheel. There we go. I got it down eventually. So a very unique product. The first one to be on the industry in a long time. This has been toyed with a few times by other companies. The biggest difference with this is that there is no air conditioner on the roof. We've seen elevated floor fifth wheels, but they had air conditioners on the roof, which made the ceiling, you know, pretty short in there. But this has a traditional setup as far as the ceiling height is concerned. So the air conditioner is actually a central, kind of a home style unit, which we'll go over that in a second, and it's in the lower basement section of the unit. So very unique, very cool, you know, different style. So as you can see, all these compartments, this is storage. So we're going to walk up and we're going to get into a flat floor inside. So, you know, one of the counter arguments is, well, you got so many steps to get into it. I guess that's a counter argument, but once you get in it, there are no steps. So 392 MB, again, Arrowhead Camper Sales, River Ranch. So that's the reasoning for it. A couple of changes that have happened. I'm going to try to point some of this stuff out. Back to a traditional lock, which I love. Originally, they were experimenting with a different style lock that was a little more complex. I appreciated them trying to be, you know, a little more unique there, but I do like the traditional lock because, you know what, it's more common, it's easier to work on, we know how to handle that, so I like that. All gray here instead of having like a marbled look. I'm indifferent to that. But when we walk up here and we have this flat floor, once we get in here, I'm going to turn the air conditioner off actually, just for the sake of trying to be as quiet as I can. So I come in here and go to HVAC. It may take it a second, I just woke it up, so bear with me. We're going to turn this off just so we're not having to deal with any more noise. All right, there we go. I'm going to turn the fan off as well. It's going to turn off here in just a second and we'll be good. All right, let me make sure I got that right. Yep, there it goes. All right, so when we walk in, to our left is our living room and kitchen area. I'm just going to kind of slow this down. That way, if you want to pause it and look, you are welcome to do that. We would have a door right in front of us to our mid-bunk. And then at the front is our master bedroom with our bathroom. So I'm going to start back here at the back. Again, this is an entirely flat floor throughout. When you get up in here and you want to make it where you can't fall down the steps, you have these little gates, okay? So let me close these and you can see it. You have two gates here that join. Sorry, I'm not pointing it at it. Didn't realize that. I was trying to close this. You've got these gates. All right, so that is closed off. So, you know, if honestly, if you're older, you have a dog, you have children with you, you don't have to worry about them falling down those steps. And then when you're done with them, you just put them back in the out of the way position. All right, so that's the steps. Two slides back here. So I got one slide to my left, kitchen table. I like these chairs. They're definitely, you know, a nicer style. They do swivel. We've got like a rough cut look table here. The windows are all trimmed out. You've got day and night shades at all the windows. So we got our day shade and our, if I can pull it down, our night shade there. Tire pressure monitoring system by TST. Very nice addition there. In our theater seats, these are very deluxe here. They are power. You can see the buttons right there. We have cup holders. You saw the lights come on there. Storage in the middle as well. And then those are directly across from our entertainment center. We'll get to that in a second. There it is over there. At the back, really, really big couch. So that's a much wider couch than what we typically see. I'll call it a trifold, I guess. It's really, it's a very unique style, but it does fold out like a trifold. So a nice big couch there for guests. If you need more sleeping space, you do have your mid-bunk room. You can see beautiful cabinetry throughout. They do a gold accent handle. Everybody comments on that. I guess it's unique, so everybody points that out. I like them. I think the contrast with the gray, but anyway, gold accent handles there. Little accent lights on the wall. Then our entertainment center is here. We do have a JBL sound system. It's great. It's very loud, very clear. And then a fireplace below that. Just kind of looking, again, no air conditioner in the ceiling. The AC and heating vents, they're right here. You can see there's some throughout the unit. So it's, again, like a home, more of a home style setup. Lots of LED lights. They put a ton of lights in here just to make it look brighter. In our kitchen island here, lots of different outlets. You've got these things that come up out of here, and you've got outlets built into them. Lots of storage. Really nice drawers. I mean, home style drawers as far as our guides are concerned, and the quality of the wood in those. Solid surface countertops. I love the sink. In the first video I made one of these, I honestly had no clue what half of this stuff was. So, you know, you've got different things here. Cutting boards, a separate sink here. Maybe you're wanting to do two things at once. You got a sink here that comes out. You've got this shelf, which I learned is for washing fruits and vegetables. Had no clue. Somebody commented and helped me out. I guess you can tell I'm a stereotypical 29-year-old guy. I don't know what that is. So get a laugh at that as you watch. But a really nice sink, really deluxe. You can take all that out, obviously, and have one big sink, or, you know, kind of use it for what you want. So I like that, even though I probably personally don't use it as much. But anyway, a pretty cool sink. The appliances themselves, you know, home style appliances there. You know, you've got these really heavy duty stove eyes with this heavy covered grates on there on the front. You know, it's a big oven. It's definitely more of a home size. Obviously, one of the complaints in RVs generally is that we have small ovens. So that's a very nice stove and oven. Huge microwave up above. Again, home style, actually probably bigger than my house. So a very nice size there. And then the refrigerator as well, of course. This is a Samsung, residential refrigerator here. Massive refrigerator. You do have an inverter, of course, so just like a gas electric. You can use it while traveling. It just runs off of the inverter while traveling. So you got a huge refrigerator there. Nice big freezer below. So good setup. You do have a pantry. There's a lot of storage in this hallway. I'm going to call this the pantry because it's right here by the kitchen. But I love the hardware on these. It has these hidden hinges, and they're like a soft close style. And then it's got magnets once it closes. So I really like that. I think it's a good design. Keep these from popping open. These are pretty deep shelves too. I'm trying to scoot back so you can get a perspective. So a very convenient, pantry area here. Again, there's a lot more storage even in the hallway too, just for miscellaneous items. But I like that right there. And then you probably saw a second ago, I'm going to turn this max air off. I accidentally turned that on a second ago. You probably saw here at the, when I first came in, this is the control panel. So won't go through all this just for the sake of time, but I want to kind of show you what's on here. You've got your HVAC, obviously, as you saw me using that. Let me see if I can go back. You got awning controls. You've got your leveling controls, the monitor panel, which I just touched, so you can see your water pump and water heater. And then you've got monitor panel there for the actual tanks. Slide rooms, HVAC, like I already said. So a lot of things are controlled here. And then some of this stuff, a lot of this stuff actually has actual switches in the basement we'll look at in a second. So if this were to fail, you have a backup as far as the switches are concerned. So a really good idea there, having two things that have to go wrong before you lose complete ability to move stuff. So trying to make it just I guess what's the word there, fail safe, trying to make it have redundancy in the system. So I appreciate Columbus River Ranch doing that. There's the one control stuff. There's an app for this. So really a third way, you could use your app on your phone. So 3 ways to control a lot of this stuff. You probably saw me just then grabbing this. There's a Max Air right there. It is remote control. When I walked in, I had it I had turned it on earlier and it was open and running, so I just turned it off. But remote control max air, love that. You know, they're great for just keeping ventilation, keeping things moving. Oh, one more thing I did not point out in the slide. No carpet. So there's a woven, I guess it's like a vinyl. I can't remember. There's an actual brand of this, and I don't remember. I apologize. But it's not carpet. That is a vinyl material, so no staining, ideally. No odors being held. Just a simpler, less maintenance item versus carpet. So we love that. Very, very nice feature there. Looking down the hallway again, so we're gonna go to the mid-bunk room on our left in just a second. Look at all the windows in here. Lots of storage as well. So the mid-bunk room is right here. There's a slide in here. This is our third slide. So as far as this slide itself, you have a big sofa below, and then you've got a bunk above. This bunk, of course, does go up, and I could pin it in place on either end. So my point of saying that is, if you wanted, this is kind of like a second, living room. We've seen with mid-bunks lots of different applications. I've seen these used as offices. I've seen them used as a true bunk room, a guest room for when other adults come, a room for pets, a sewing room. If you name it, we've probably seen it used that way. So a lot of flexibility here with this floor plan in this room. You can kind of use it for what you want with that couch being there. So it's a great second bed or third bed. It's a great room for just watching TV, whatever you want to do. You've got a nice big room here for that. Some storage in here, another Max Air fan in here. And I even appreciate, this is small, but this is solid surface countertops here. So no cheap countertops even in the guest room. So more outlets right there. There's a TV hookup right there. And then just some storage below as well. So nice mid-bunk room here. We're going to go back out in the hallway. And I'm just going to show you some of the storage. Just trying to make use of space as best as they could. Some floor-to-ceiling storage here. Nice big window in the hallway. I like this little nook, probably for, I don't know, shoes. I would probably use it for shoes. Maybe you have pets, pet bowls, and pet supplies, things of that nature. But just more storage here in the hallway. I mean, can't really ever have too much, so they've got plenty. These are really big shelves. So this is probably, I don't know, for your guests, maybe more additional pantry, kitchen items. Just whatever. Some more storage there. Into the bathroom we go. So this opens up and we have our bathroom. So we got a toilet. It's a porcelain toilet, of course, very nice there. Shower, everybody loves these triple sliding glass shower doors, kind of a faux marble look there. The seat that flips down here. It's really friendly for anybody, really. It's big. It's easy to get in and out of. You have the step there. Maybe your mobility's challenged, or you just like having a seat in your shower. Really nice setup there. There is a skylight as well for additional lighting in here. And then here's your sink. Again, solid surface countertops even in here. Storage below. A really modern look sink and faucet. A double medicine cabinet, and it actually has storage in it, not just mirrors on the wall or anything like that. Your controls for your tankless water heater are right here. And then there's even more storage over here behind the toilet. So very, very nice. And then another Max Air fan. They're everywhere. One thing again to note, the ceiling height. We're in a tall, I still have a tall ceiling, even though our entire floor is one level. So for those of you that are taller, or you just like a fifth wheel for the extra height, that's what they're trying to do here. They're trying to keep that ceiling height while having a lot of outside storage. So it's kind of like if you've been in a Rockwood Signature or some of the Jayco Eagle travel trailers that are taller. That's kind of like what this is. That's what this is like being in. For a reference, if it's hard to kind of give you that. And then here's more storage in the hallway. They put little coat hangers in here, but you may want to use it for whatever. But again, this whole hallway is just full of different compartments. Into the bedroom, another door. We go in here. We got our fourth slide to our right and our fifth slide, which is actually our bed slide, to the left. So here at the bed, this is a king bed. You've got a nice headboard there, and just that faux stone look on the back wall. 3 windows. They're big windows. I love the wood trim around those as well. You have a ceiling fan in here with a decorative inset around that. Lots of storage here at the front. So on the right, we've got our washer dryer prepped area. So you can see, you can put a stackable in here very easy. There's also, this is pre-wired for a generator. There's no generator on this. It's just pre-wired. There's the controls for that if you choose to add a generator after the fact. And then to the left, this is your, more traditional closet. So you got 3 sliding doors. I've already unlocked them, so I can open these up. I'm gonna step back here. So you got a big closet rod. You got shelving that's recessed back into that front cap. Outlets in here, which I appreciate. And then there's actually storage above it. You can see those doors above that open up. You got storage even up there. So lots of storage up here in the front. And then at the foot of the bed, let me see if I can sit on the bed and scoot back. You've got your entertainment center and lots of storage with drawers there to the left and right of that. Another fireplace in here. The TV, as you can tell, it does go down into the countertop if you wanted. Maybe you just want the view. You don't watch TV in here. You can go, it goes down and recesses back into the countertop. And again, solid surface countertops even here in our bedroom. So also notice tons of space in here. A lot of space at the foot of the bed. Even with the king bed, I can walk to the sides of the bed. That's one of the issues sometimes with a larger bed. So we do like the way they laid that out. So I'm going to kind of turn back. This is like we're walking back out of the unit. All right. So that's the interior. And we're going to go back outside. Really wide doorway on these. If you go back to the beginning of the video, you'll look and notice that. And I'm going to go right here, and you can pause the video right now and read. River Ranch did a great job just summarizing a lot of the things that they do that make them different. So you can pause the video, read through this list, and that really gives you a lot of different things there to look at. You can also follow them on Facebook and Instagram if you want even more, posts, or you want to message them, whatever. So I appreciate that. All right, so we're going to close this back up. And we're going to just kind of talk about some of the exterior stuff. I did not close that hard enough. Sorry about that. Steps, first of all, they're quad steps instead of 3. They're custom made, for Columbus. You got their little logo in there in the beginning, in the kick plate, excuse me. Huge grab handle here that extends down. You've got 2 awnings on this. I'm going to back up and just kind of talk about it for a second. 2 awnings. I like the white hardware. They blend in very well. You still can't see them. They go almost the full length, as you can see. They start just to our right when we're looking at this of the front slide and go all the way down to the left of that rear slide. So literally full awning coverage on the side of the unit. So really nice there. They both have metal wraps on them to protect the exposed section from the elements. You've got frameless windows. You can see on top there, if I can zoom in. If I can zoom in there, that is your Winegard Air 360 Plus. So that gives you capability. I can't remember now how they're doing this because I've seen it both ways on a lot of my products. At the least, that allows you to connect to existing Wi-Fi networks. They may have it prepped now from the factory where it's already got the chip in it where you can add data, from a cell phone provider. I can't remember now. I'd have to look at that. So like I said, if I don't know it, I'm just going to say I don't know it. But regardless, that gives you the capability, if you want to eventually, get cell phone signal and have your own Wi-Fi network. So, if you have a hotspot, maybe it's not as big of a deal to you. But to those of us that don't have one, and people that are starting to live in these full time or at least part time and travel for work, that does make a difference there. So I'm going to go back up toward the unit and point some stuff out. Your suspension, you have more ride suspension here versus just standard, standard suspension there. And then we've got 6-point auto level on this, hydraulic auto level. G-rated tires on this. You can see right there. As far as storage is concerned, I'm just going to start opening these up and show you. If you haven't ever seen one of these, it's going to kind of blow your mind here. So this is the first one. I'm just going to try to see if I can open all these. I don't think the wind's going to mess with me, so bear with me just a second. So you can see, that's 2 of them. It's straight shot storage across there. It is just an unbelievable amount of storage in these things. So, I mean, it's really, I don't even know if this video does it justice. The River Ranch, that's one of the most amazing things about it. I like it. I can work on stuff. I can see stuff. Easy to track things. Really, really cool design. You can take all those panels down and get to the back side of your, a lot of your water fittings and things if you needed to. Hopefully you don't, but I mean, just like a house, if you own it long enough, you're going to need to do some things to it. So the simplicity of working on things with this underbelly is really neat. So I do like that a lot. All the compartment doors are these motorhome style, I call them motorhome style, slam latches. A little more deluxe than just a turnstile, thumb lock, whatever you want to call it. So Nice, you know, big compartment doors here at the front for that pass-through storage. Really nice gel coat on this fiberglass. It's got a great shine to it. Outside speakers out here. There's outside TV hookup, of course, as well. And then again, I'm just going to show you, this is at the back, all the storage here. So there's 3 of these. I mean, look at this. This is huge. Tons and tons of storage. I'll open that door up in a second at the back. You know, you could put kayaks in here, easily put bikes, of course. Rubbermaid's full of stuff. You know, outside equipment. I mean, it's unbelievable. The cool thing about it, we're going to see in a second, you can see right there, there are ducts coming out of the main ductwork. So you can put, you know, cooler air, or obviously more importantly, heated air in here when in the winter. And that allows you to keep this space air conditioned and heated. So really cool. Just a really cool, novel idea to execute it at this level. So lots of lights. Y'all probably saw, you can see those. I had a lot of them on, just so you can see it. There's your outside TV hookup right there. All right. And then I'm gonna open this from the back. Ladder on the back, which I like. Easy to get on the roof, maintain my sealants. This is the one that, you know, I think myself for kayaks. I mean, that is, I don't know if that's 12 feet. I'm not sure exactly what that is. That's a long way up there. Straight shot through this. So really, really cool idea. At the back, you do have a receiver. If for some reason you wanted to store more stuff, I guess if you had like firewood or something that you didn't want inside there, it'd be nice. So more storage capability that way. The AC is right here in this back corner. It is a home style unit. It had been a Coleman unit. I want to verify that if somebody really wanted to get technical with it, but I like it. You know, it's again not on the roof. That's the whole point of this. People ask, why does this have this? I guess this whole principle rests upon the fact that my air conditioner is down here. Because if my air conditioner was on the roof, I'd be adding another, you know, foot, whatever the height of that air conditioner is, which would make it way too tall. So this is really the key to this design that allows us to have a flat floor throughout and to have good ceiling height throughout. So that's kind of the key to this design. Lots of different windows. Again, they're dark tint, frameless. Several scare lights on this. You can see one at the back corner here. I'm just gonna keep opening these up for you just to show you stuff. This is where the power cord reel is right here. This is gonna be just, again, more storage. And then a couple things out here. Here's your furnace output. Here's your water heater access there. This is where our hookups are gonna be. So a couple things here I wanna point out. It has a built-in water filter. I personally like to use the ones that attach onto the water hose myself, just because I don't like having to get that thing in and out. But again, I appreciate them taking the time and money to add that. Here at the water hookup system, a Nautilus system. So instead of having to crawl to the back of the water heater or, you know, find the water pump for when you go to winterize it, you just turn your valves here. So very simple, very easy. Once you learn it, you know, you're gonna appreciate it if you haven't had it. So get a little outside shower hookup here with a little blue coiled hose, you know, that's kind of quick connect there. City water hookup. We have a black tank flush here. Our TV hookups are all located here. This is a small feature, but I like it. There's a pump switch here, so if you are winterizing, you don't have to go back inside to turn the pump on. You can turn the pump on here. So, you know, those of you that are first timers don't really, you know, appreciate that till you need it. Till you have to walk all the way around and go back up there and turn the pump on. So I appreciate stuff that's designed versus just being built. Battery disconnect is located here as well. And this is what I was talking about. If that control panel inside were to somehow, fail or whatever it does, I can run everything from here with standard switches. So I really appreciate that, because, I mean, we all know, we all have phones and computers, electronics can fail, just like a switch can fail. So we like to have multiple ways to run things just in case we do have an issue. So I appreciate them, again, taking the time and effort and money to install that. All right, here are our termination point right here. You can see your 3 valves to the right of that hydraulic jack. I'm just going to keep opening up every compartment door so you can continue to get an idea of how massive this storage area is. There's that hose I was talking about, that quick connect. A couple things here. So there's your automatic transfer switch. You know, if you were to install a generator, it's already got the transfer switch. And again, we saw the controls in the front closet, so, you know, that's a big deal to not have to have that dealt with after the fact. So, and then here's your inverter controls here. Again, if you're traveling and you want to run the refrigerator, there's your inverter controls. The jacks, as we talked about, you do have hydraulic jack controls inside of the control panel, but you've also got some here as well. You know, this is the main pad you're going to use when you're hooking and unhooking. So the one inside is more of a more detailed diagnostic. You know, when you really want to get fine-tuning things, you can use that. All right. LP bottles. Got two 30s. I couldn't remember if I had two 30s or 320s. So you got two 30s, one on each side. At the front, I'll show you that generator prep I'm talking about. I know I'm up close. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get this compartment door open. So, all right, let me back up. There you go. There's the generator prep area. Here's where you'd put your battery or batteries, depending on how many you want. Hydraulic pump and the reservoir, excuse me, for the jacks is located there. And even these compartment doors, they're regular, you know, thumb latch. They're a very heavy compartment door, which I like. That's a compliment to the door. At the front, the pin box itself is a flex air, so definitely more upgraded pin box versus a traditional fixed. I mean, this is a lot more smoother as far as having this airbag, and then of course the strut there. So we love those. Helps prevent chucking and, you know, the rough ride of some of these bigger fifth wheels when they're slowing down and speeding up. I want to back up and let you see this side of the unit. All right, so 2021 392 MB River Ranch mid-bunk by Columbus. This is a 5-slide unit, mid-bunk or mid-living, whatever you want to call it. You got that second room there in the middle of it. Again, the key to this, air conditioner is in the basement. We have a completely raised flat floor in the main throughout the entire area. So I got the flat floor of a travel trailer, the towing of a fifth wheel, and the storage of a Class A. Any questions, please contact us. You can call or text 270-247-8187. You can visit our website as well. You can click the link in the description here that will take you directly to the listing for this unit. Any questions, please feel free to give us a call or text. Again, Colin Fitzgerald here at Arrowhead Camper Sales in Mayfield, Kentucky. Thank you very much.